So this video is for the homework from lesson 4. One problem was done in class yesterday. You can pause and copy if you missed anything, but we need to complete problems 1 and 2. Again, pause as needed to copy down if I go too fast. So I will zoom in and read the problem. It says that Robert pays for his family to go to the fair. He pays an initial entrance fee and then an additional cost per ride as shown on the graph. So the first step we want to do in answering any questions is finding the slope, which will be the M of our problem. So slope is going to be the rise. I count by threes and I went up 1, so that is up 3, and then over 1, 2, counting by ones. Because I'm dealing with money, I am going to divide that out, and I get the number $1.50. Next, we're going to look at where the y-intercept is, and the line crossed at 15. So I know that the slope is $1.50, and the y-intercept is 15. I can make that into a problem. Y equals 1.5x plus 15. Now looking at the questions, and in their directions it said there are 2 true and 1 false. So it asks that the cost per ride is $1.50. So if I go back over and look at the information, $1.50 is that total cost per ride. So that is true. In the next one it says that the situation can be represented by an equation that y equals 15x plus 1.5. So if I look at that versus the problem that we created, the numbers they have are backwards. So that is where our false occurs, and we will rewrite that in a second. And because I already know my 1 false, I know that this bottom one is going to be true. And I'm going to rewrite the sentence. The situation is represented by y equals 1.5x plus 15. Again, pause if needed to write down anything that you have missed. Number 2. Hannah works at an aquarium and needs to drain the seahorse tank for cleaning. The gallons of water in the tank based on the number of minutes is it has been drained is shown on the table below. So when I'm given a table, I'm going to look at the change. So from 0 to 4, it was an increase of 4. Continuing 4 to 8, an increase of 4. And 8 to 12 was an increase of 4. So this is my x value, and this number will go on the bottom of my slope. Gallons is my y value, and the change of 1 to the next, this was a subtracting of 10. 50 to 40, a subtracting of 10. 40 to 30, a subtraction of 10. So this right here is going to go on the top, and a negative 10 over my negative 4. Because I'm looking at dealing with minutes and the gallons, I can decide if I want to keep that as a fraction or make it a decimal. I'm going to make it a decimal, and I'm going to get a negative 2.5. So if I was to write this in an equation, it's going to be y equals negative 2.5x. And then, how do I know my y-intercept? Is when the x is 0, the y is in the table, and that would be 60. So it will be plus 60. All right, now looking at my questions. It says in the first one, the situation can be represented by the equation y equals 2.5x plus 60. So if I go back and look, I'm going to notice that there's a difference. I have a negative but this problem had a positive. So I know that the first one is false, which means the second two statements will be true. And I will rewrite the first one where it says the situation can be represented by y equals negative 2.5x plus 60. Again, pause if needed to copy what you have missed. And then 3, we completed in class, and some of that work needed extra space, which is on the blank page. You should turn this in so that it can be graded. And if you already turned it in, make sure your answers are correct, as your math grade is based on correct answers.